Hey, welcome in, welcome in. I'm just going to be using this Incubi Darkness just to create some highlights on the black. So I'll just be going over his armor panels and his cloth. So what I'm trying to do is keep his armor black, but I decided to make the cloth green. Just off of the box art, I wasn't 100% sure what colour the cloth was meant to be. But looking on their website, it does look more like it should be green. So I thought I'd do it a nice greeny colour. And yeah, hopefully it won't mesh too much with the black armour. So yeah, I'm just picking up my highlight spots for this armour there. And I just used the Vallejo black primer to prime the model, and that's just going to be the main base colour for the black armour. We're not going to be too picky about the model because we're going to be doing an OSL or glow effect coming from the icon he's holding in his hand. So yeah, a lot of the detail will get covered up, but we're still painting the best we can just in case you don't go for the glow effect. So yeah, that's just what he looks like so far. Just make sure we're happy with the model before moving on to the next steps. I'm just going to be bringing up the contrast on the cloth for this Stegodon green. It's a very nice colour. It is just a really nice step up from the Incubi Darkness and sits on top of it nicely. And yeah, we'll just be using this on the cloth. Because yeah, again, we want to do the armour as black. So we're just using the Incubi Darkness on the armour, and we'll be putting an extra highlight in with the blue horror. But yeah, so just using trying to just get the Stegodon green onto his cloth. And yeah, just start bringing it out and make it look green just to differentiate it more from the black armour. And just a quick look so we can see how he's coming along. Here we are with the blue horror. Yeah, just trying to put in some spot highlights on his armour. It's okay if you overspray a little bit too much because we will be hitting it with some purple from the shadows. And then also, if it's not looking black anymore, we're going to bring the black back with some either Black Templar watered down or Black Legion watered down. So yeah, that's what it looks like at the end of the blue horror step. I did put some on his cloak as well, just to give it a couple of extra little highlights. Here we go with the Magos purple. And yeah, we'll just be shooting this from below and shooting it into the shadows. And trying to get it to be like a nice in-between point between the highlight and the shadow. So yeah, at this point we have covered up quite a lot of the black. So yeah, we will need to bring the black back in just so the armour does read as black. But again, there's no need to be too picky or over precise. Like I said, we'll be doing a glow effect on him and it will cover up quite a lot of the work that we've done. But again, I am just trying to make it as thorough and as nice as possible just in case you decide you don't want to go for the OSL. I must admit this model does feel dated. It definitely hasn't been as nice a model to paint as I found the more recent models, like some of the Khorne models. The Lord on Juggernaut in particular is very nice to paint. But yeah, we'll do our best with it, make it look as cool as we can. So yeah, I've got quite a bit of black showing through, but yeah, we're just going to add a bit more of this Black Templar, and I'll just be thinning it out. So yeah, I like to control how much, like the opacity of the paint. So I still want the highlights and the shadows to come through. So yeah, just thinning out the Black Templar just gives me more control over how opaque it comes out. So yeah, we just have given it a nice sort of like transfer point from the purple up to the highlights. And yeah, just making sure that the armour does read as black. I'm just going to be going back over the cape of the Stegadon green. Just where I tried putting some of the Magos purple into the shadows, and then had to go back in, undo it with the Black Templar. Just add some more, yeah, the black back into the shadows of this cape, and then yeah, just bringing the green back into it with the Stegadon green. But yeah, looking cool. Armour's looking black and the cloth's looking green. And then I'm just going to highlight his the cloth again. And this time I'll be leaving the Stegadon green in the airbrush, and I'm just adding a drop or two of this blue horror into it, just to give it a little bit of a highlight. So yeah, I don't want to go in with the pure blue horror, just again I want to be able to differentiate the green cloth from the black armour. And yeah, we don't want them like clashing too much or matching too much. So yeah, quite a hard one to balance, where I've used the greens to sort of, or the greens and the blues to highlight as black armour, but then also using the same greens on the cloth. So yeah, just trying to be very careful to find the balance between making the cloth read as green and his armour read as black. Yeah, if you wanted to do a different colour cloth, I'd probably go for a red one. That seems to suit Chaos models nicely and does go with the black aesthetic of their armour. But yeah, I just thought I'd try the green. Thought it'd look cool, and I'm pretty sure the box art's green, but not 100%. Like I said, on their website it does definitely look more green. But yeah, here we go, looking cool. And just be going over the cloth with this shade. So yeah, just going to be deepening up the shadows, and hopefully the way this will sit, it will allow the highlights to come through, and yeah, we'll just get like a nice green looking cape and cloth. And yeah, try not to get this onto the armour panels. Definitely just trying to get it onto the textile material. Yeah, looking cool, got some nice differentiation going. So yeah, definitely the textiles are looking green and his armor's looking black. Yeah, happy with how it's coming along so far. You'll just be going over all of his armor trim with this Balthasar gold. Yeah, try and have fun whilst doing the trim. You do need quite a bit of patience to do it, but once you've done a few Chaos models, it's not so bad. And yeah, using something like the Balthasar gold where it covers pretty well, it does, yeah, just makes it a lot nicer experience. But yeah, don't rush and then enjoy yourself. But yeah, we've chosen Chaos as our faction, so we've got to love the endless miles of golden trim to paint. So yeah, like I said, don't rush and just enjoy yourself the best you can. I'm just moving on to the lead belcher now. There's not as much silver details on him, but yeah, just take your time, enjoy yourself. It'll all be worth it in the end. You'll just be going over all of the trim with this Agrax shade. Just be adding some depth back into it. Just sometimes adding the metallics to the model can leave it looking a little bit flat. So yeah, just adding a wash or shade over it. It's yeah, nice to get some of the definition back and some of the depth. I'll just be doing the same thing with this Nuan oil, just going over all the silver parts of it. And yeah, just bringing some of the depth and definition back into it. And just be going over these scrolls with this Subshanti bone. we'll just be going over them with the skeleton horde, just to add a bit of age to them. Now I'll just be using this blue horror, and I'm just going to be edge highlighting some of the parts on his backpack just to get it to stick out a bit more, because yeah, at the moment it's just a bit of a blob. Can't really tell any of the definition or detail on them, so yeah, edge highlighting's a nice way just to get it to pop and yeah, bring out the detail. I'll just be using this burgundy colour just to paint. He's got some sort of weird claw hand on the back of his head. But yeah, I'll just give it sort of a fleshy colour that's different to what his face flesh will be. And I'll just be using these for his face. So yeah, just starting off with the Kislev flesh and working our way up. And again, you don't have to do a really brilliant and detailed job of his face, just because we're going to be using the OSL. So yeah, we just want some skin tones on him, and then yeah, when the OSL hits him, that'll bring out most of the detail. But yeah, we're just doing more of a basic job than what we'd usually do, just because we're never going to be covering it up mostly with the OSL anyway. We're just moving up to the next lightest colour, and again just picking out a couple of facial details. And yeah, not being overly picky, still trying to do a good job. But yeah, we know in the back of our minds we're going to be doing the OSL anyway, so yeah, just having fun with it. And yeah, if you're deciding you're not going to go with the OSL, yeah, feel free to take a bit more time and care on the face. But yeah, if you are going to have a go at the OSL, then yeah, just do a quick job, get it to a reasonable standard where you're happy, and then yeah, know that it's going to get covered over pretty much. But yeah, still nice to have it. So yeah, you can still see his facial features and the colour of him through the OSL. Just adding a bit of definition back in. Just going over his that weird clawy hand, and then yeah, just getting it to separate from his head. And yeah, just want plenty of contrast on the model. And then yeah, just picking out some of his detail again. Like I said, I know in the back of my mind I'm going to be covering most of this up with the OSL, but yeah, I do still like to do the best I can. And yeah, if you're deciding not to do it, then yeah, definitely just take a bit more time with him, make his face look cool. I'll just be using these colours for the chaos icons. So yeah, just putting the darkest red in first, and then moving up to the orange. Trying not to cover up the previous colours. And then yeah, do the yellow one after this. And then we'll be doing a black vertical line and a white dot just to the top right of it, just to get a sort of realistic eye look coming from it. But yeah, feel free to miss out the white and the black step. It does look cool just with the three colours, but if you want to get that really cool chaos eye and get it realistic looking, then yeah, definitely put in the black and the white. So yeah, I'm just going to be spraying his this sort of thing in his hand that we're going to be doing the glow effect on. I'm just using my glove to mask the rest of him, just because we want to get as much white onto the icon as possible. And then yeah, I took away the glove and then just oversprayed the white onto him. And then yeah, we're just using this fluorescent green, and we'll just be hitting all of the white areas. So yeah, where I sprayed the white is just sort of like a guesstimation of where I think the glow would catch him. And yeah, just building up the green. Yeah, he's looking pretty cool already. Just give you a look from further away so you can get a bit more of a realistic perspective of him. So yeah, to be fair, you could stop here if you wanted, if you were happy. I'm just going to take it a little bit further. I'm just going to be using this colour bright green to go over the icon in his hand, and just so he can concentrate the glow coming more from within. Yeah, just like within the icon and coming outwards. And yeah, I just feel like darkening up that and having the glow coming from the inside just gives it a bit more of a realistic look. And then yeah, again, we'll just be going over it with this Kantar blue, just darkening the sort of outer areas. And yeah, just really emphasising that the glow's coming from within. And yeah, just doing some more darkening with this Black Templar. Yeah, just sort of trying to control and blend the glow into him. And yeah, just get a bit more realistic looking and more concentrated. So yeah, coming along nicely. Just be adding some more of the fluorescent green in now, and yeah, it should really start to look super bright now. So yeah, just aiming for all of the green areas, and yeah, just really boosting the contrast on it now. So yeah, it is quite a transparent paint, so you do have to build up the layers, but yeah, definitely looking sick. Really liking the look of that. Feel like I've got the glow hitting at all the right places. And yeah, well pleased with him. Like. Comment. subscribe, share.